I'm Yale Miller, senior producer for Activision, working on Call of Duty Ghosts, here for the Expert Showcase Special Edition. Jar, the character customization really started not just with the look, but also with how you can use perks, how you can do your loadout. From the ground up, they wanted to make sure that all the perks and all the different kind of flexibility that we've added really allows you to make a unique character. And then kind of on top of that, there's that visual customization, so the aesthetic. But the aesthetic itself, like what helmet you choose, what head you choose, what gender you choose, that won't actually have an impact on your ability to play. With map design, we've obviously tried to make sure that there's kind of small maps, there's big maps, there's a good variety of maps. One of the maps that we're showcasing today is pretty small, but then there's another map that's much, much larger. The one thing that we're bringing to all of our maps is some dynamic events, and those are things that are sometimes player controlled, those are sometimes things that are environmental, and they're important because they're things you have to figure out how to use and things you have to use to your advantage. Some of them are as big as the map completely changes, so it's really like playing two maps, to other things where you have to use explosives to create new sight lines and different things like that. We're always trying to make the best maps we possibly can, and that kind of lends itself to making a variety of sizes. For multiplayer this year, almost 80% of the weapons are all new. We've actually introduced a whole new class of weapons. They're marksman rifles. They're kind of in between what an assault rifle and a sniper rifle would be. Whether you can use a scope on them or you can go iron sights, and they're going to be single shot weapons that you can use, kind of bridge that gap between the sniper and the AR. Of course, there's a whole array of shotguns, LMGs, SMGs, and some fan favorites. We're making sure that the whole arsenal, whether it's weapons or your tactical, your lethals, there's gonna be a whole variety of new things for you to master. Right now, you're able to take your rank and your prestige and everything that you have directly from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. So you're able to go cross-generation. The AI is vastly improved this year, and with squad mode, you're actually able to play against bots and against AI. The AI actually behaves more like real players than ever before, whether it's drop shotting, side strafing. There's a ton of new things that they do. The other really cool thing about the bots is actually how their loadout is done actually affects how they play. So if a bot has a sniper rifle, he's gonna play like a sniper. If a bot has an LMG or an SMG, they're gonna play that way. And this actually extends into the squad mode, where in the past, you were able to build, in MP, you had one guy, right? And you had a bunch of loadouts. Now you're actually able to build 10 soldiers. Each of those soldiers will have their own loadouts. And so you can go into squad mode alongside the soldiers that you've built, and they'll actually play how you want them to play, in the sense that, if you want him to be a run and gun guy, the perks that you put on him, the weapon, if you give him a shotgun, whatever it is gonna actually impact how he's playing. So a ton of work has been done, and yes, you will be able to play against AI, and there's a whole new mode that really supports that, whether it's just you as a player, or it's you cooperatively playing with a bunch of friends, or even challenging another person's squad, which is awesome. Death streaks, they are gone. No more death streaks. It's a good question. We listened, and no, they're gone. Season Pass is available starting today. Season Pass will also be bundled with some of our special editions. There's a bunch of cool stuff that's coming out, and I know the team has a bunch of great ideas for stuff that they want to do for DLC, and we're looking forward to showing you that at some point. I think for create a class and just that whole customization idea that kind of extends beyond just what your character looks like, it goes to building soldiers. And the team at IW, they really looked at everything. They looked at some of the great stuff that they'd done. They looked at some of the great stuff that Treyarch had done, and kind of extending and expanding beyond that. The system basically will start with perks. You have 8 perk slots, so 8 points that you can allocate towards perks. There's more perks than ever. Perks are actually weighted now, so you could take 8 1-point perks, or you could take, a 5-point perk and a 3-point perk. Some perks are honestly more powerful than others, so giving them a point value has helped us balance. The other awesome thing about the perk system is you can take as many perks from any group as you want. In the past, you had your first slot and you had to take them from those things that were in that first slot. If you want to take them from anywhere, it doesn't matter, you can do it. So the flexibility and the things that you can do with your perk system is awesome. The other cool thing is you're able to forsake your secondary, your tactical, your lethal, get rid of those. You don't need to use them, and then you can go up to 11 perk points. So at its core, Call of Duty Ghosts on X1 and X360 from a gameplay perspective will be very, 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 very close. All the core features, even some of the customization stuff, we've been able to get that in. The new perk system, weapons, all those things will be in there. And there's obviously going to be some graphical things that you're going to miss out and some core functionality that the X1 allows. But at its core, the Call of Duty Ghosts experience is going to be really, really, really close and the best it's ever been on both X360 and X1. So thanks a lot to the Call of Duty Wikia community. It's been awesome to get to answer some of your questions here at the Call of Duty multiplayer reveal. There's going to be a lot more news coming out, and I'm sure you guys will write about it and respond on it greatly. Thanks.